talking. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys. You made us proud this season. It was a great season. Despite my doubts at the beginning when you went like 1-4, and I was telling Ross, forget about these guys, man. They're not going to win nothing. You proved me wrong. And it was an incredible season. You're crushing people. I enjoyed every bit of the home games, watching you just destroy people. Destroyed the WSC as a whole. Did we lose? Maybe not.
The first game.
Yeah, the first game, and then that's it. So, outstanding season. You earned your Coach of the Year right here, WSC Coach of the Year. I want to thank my staff. You know my staff. You know Dean Carolyn Inouye goes out of her way. I may have ever eaten, and I noticed you guys enjoy those as well.
We do.
We have our super fan in the crowd, Miss Chris Mainzer.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
Good job with that, by the way. And no, I enjoyed watching the season. The only part I didn't enjoy was the horrible field we played on at the end. I should file a complaint about that one. The swimming pool running up the middle didn't exactly fit our style. But you guys got to be proud of the effort. You did some incredible work on the field, and now I just need a little incredible work to finish up these finals. Because when you graduate and move on, for me, that's what really does us justice around here. When you guys get your degree and you graduate, it's huge. And the whole school is not only proud of your soccer exploits, but it goes a long, long way for me when I go and announce how many good students I have in my athletic program. So finish strong, and thank you for a great season. I'll turn it over to Coach Greeny now. Thank you.
All right, look at Jonas. We're turning Jonas into a soccer fan. Imagine. When I first got here, he was like, oh man, soccer game? What? But now, yes, it's exciting. And it's not just Jonas, it's the entire campus, I think, is getting pretty excited about our program and about the sport. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes, okay, it's pretty cool to see. And it's great for me. Why is it great for me? Because this year especially, it felt like I didn't have to do that much work because everybody else was pulling their weight. And I want to thank everyone for that. I have some gift cards to my favorite restaurant, California Grill. So, Jonas, thank you for everything. You go above and beyond. I've had a few athletic directors in my time, and Jonas he continues to step up. He knows everybody's name. He knows all you guys, all your situations, and he helps. He's like an assistant coach. So, you don't get that often, as you guys probably know.
What's your favorite
Also, California Grill. It's only because the guy's son is like a really good player, and I'm buying my way to him coming to Oxnard College someday, even though he's only 14 right now, but someday. The next gift card for the faculty who kicks butt and helps us so much is for Dean Inouye.
I'm really proud of all of you. I'm proud of the women. I'm proud of the men. You've brought a lot of pride to our campus. You've done an outstanding job. Now, for me, it's not just sports. It's getting through school, doing well in classes, graduating, moving on. So I want you to all remember, we're here. Jonas and I are here. Coaches are here. Professor Mainzer is here, and we're gonna cheer for all of you on the field, but more so in the classroom. Okay? So you really have to put out the effort. Okay?
I think the guys who aren't here that you need to talk to, but where are they? I don't know.
Studying.
Studying. That's right. Studying.
I know tomorrow.
No, there's no.
Nope.
We're not not at Disneyland or anything like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, next in our line of amazing faculty, Mr. Yoshi. Keeping people alive. Thank you. Thank you. What would we do without Yoshi? Should we give Chris a gift card? Chris, you know what? I don't know if I got enough on here because I've gone to restaurants with you. No, I've seen you, and like they have a bar there too, so I know it's probably not going to be enough money for you. But Chris is like a member of the team, wouldn't you guys say? Yeah. He helps. He's an ex-soccer player. Current soccer player. Actually, you have eligibility left. You could take 12 units.
That's a hard one.
I don't know. Anyway, Chris, thanks for everything, okay? This is for you.
Thanks, guys. Great season.
Danny, all year long you're on time. All year long you're the first one here. Tell the athletic director and the dean that you just finished a final and you did great on it.
What'd you get on it? What'd you get?
What did I get?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Too much. Okay, so yeah, this year it was a great year. 95% of the teams in the world would take our season. Would you guys agree? Yeah. But not us. We're like still. I don't know if you're like me. You're still mad. I'm mad about that San Bernardino, and that's why we're gonna focus really, really hard until next year to make that not happen again. So we can get all the way. We don't have to end with a loss. It'd be nice to end with a victory one of these years, right? In the final game. That's the whole point. So the people who are going to help me do that are the same people who helped me have such a great year this year. And so I want to thank them also. Do you guys use these gift cards, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you go? Alan? Yeah, you. All right. Alan, come on up here. Bob Bradley. Bob Bradley. It's great having Alan on the staff because me and him have been friends for a long time. We played together back when we were teenagers, and anyone gave me trouble, Alan would beat them up. It was like a Wayne Gretzky, Martin McSorley. You guys know who those guys are? No. Anyway, and kind of nothing's changed. So nothing's changed. But now he's very intelligent, very well-rounded. It really helps having your training ability to check out the guys, and it also helps for having your soccer knowledge and help with the defense and everything. So you're a big part of our success. I look forward to watching this. Coach Clay, come on up here. All right, where's the Tim Howard? Tim Howard. All right. So Clay, as you guys know, he's one of the quieter coaches on the sideline. Not because we don't want him to scream. Brian is screaming at the defense to do what they're supposed to do. Alan is screaming at the ref and everybody else. He's actually more positive, and I'm just screaming. And Clay is quiet. Why is Clay quiet? Because he's taking stats. He's doing every stat, writing down everything. And that's required. You don't get into the playoffs. Jonas will tell you that some teams got prohibited from having playoff participation this year because they didn't input all of their stats into the two required websites, CCCA Stats and also CC Soccer News. So if we didn't have Clay doing everything that he does, we wouldn't have gotten in there. We also, in the last few years, even though we've always had good players, in the last few years we're finally getting recognized for having these good players. And the different associations have given us All-Americans, and we need to actually finish last year's because these came after. So Osvaldo and Travis both got All-Region. Western region or whatever. And the reason I'm telling you this while Clay is standing here is because Clay is the one who does the application. He puts in their stats, he puts in all their information, and if it wasn't for Clay doing all of that, we wouldn't get those awards. So, excellent job by Clay. We have two guys back here, Ivan and Gabby, who probably should have been All-American, but I probably didn't take enough stats and I probably didn't apply the way I was supposed to. So, I'm very sorry about that. You deserve it, but whatever. You're All-Americans. You guys are great. Or, Gabby, you're all what? You guys aren't. You can't be All-American because you're from Mexico and you're from Serbia. You're all Serbian and you're all Mexican. All coast, all nation. You're all world. Those two, you're all world. Okay. So I'm gonna give these belong to Travis, and I want you to give it to him because you earned it for him, and you and him worked together, and that's for you. And also, this is for you. So thank you for all of your work. Stats is not the only thing that Clay does, obviously. He also helps with all the practices and stuff like that, but that is his special. I don't let anyone hang around unless they're actually going to do something, right? And they better have some expertise. I don't care if you're a player or somebody, you better have something you're going to do, otherwise we want you out because there's just no time for people who are going to be passengers. So Clay does a lot, but that's a big part of making our program successful and also getting you guys the recognition you need to make it to the next level. Like Carolyn was just talking about, you're not going to make it there without those awards. Going to make a big deal in when you move on and everything like that. So we have a lot of awards to give, so let's keep moving on and giving more. And the person who's going to help me give those awards, my unbelievably good assistant coach, Brian Hill. Yes? Yes. Okay, so another one from last year, Osvaldo. You guys know Osvaldo, right? Osvaldo Valadid, the goalie from last year. He also got all region. So it wasn't just Travis, it was also the defense from last year got some recognition because they posted a lot of shutouts and a lot of good play. And so Osvaldo got second team first team all West region. So this is for Osvaldo, and I'll give this to Brian who worked with them every day, and you can get that to him. Okay? And so also Brian, this is for you for all that you do. All right? Brian is probably the best assistant coach in community college soccer. I have to say. He played at a very high level. He's calm. He understands the players. He gets along with everyone. He's loyal, competent, and ever since we've been working together, last year I think I gave the stats because I was able to think about it for a minute. But in like the 5 years that we worked together, we got coach of the year every single time. We've only lost like 1 or 2 games in conference. And there's Ochoa. Oh, right on time. Man. I'm used to him coming late. At least he shows up, though. That's good. Damn it, I forgot. I was going to buy you a watch. That's what I was going to give you for your award. With an alarm. Anyway. Yeah, sit on down. Okay, it's good that you showed up because I'm just talking about Brian, and Brian spent a lot of time focusing on your position because obviously he's a goalkeeper, and I just want to say thank you to Brian, and you did another excellent job with Jose this year. So good job, and welcome Jose. Okay, now we're going to move on to the Players Awards. Right? Isn't that what happens next? Okay, let's keep moving because I know people don't want to listen for that long. All right. Let's start with Palmdale. I'll give you all the Palmdales up here. Okay, this is a big deal. Come on, Palmdale. Come on, Julio, you can come too. George, you can come. Where's Tito? Exactly. Palmdale. Exactly. He's in Palmdale. Okay. I want to tell everybody, I want to tell the world, Tony D is filming this, I want to tell everybody that these guys, since January when we had the training classes, and the training classes were 7 a.m., these guys got up from at whatever, time, 5 a.m., even earlier, and drove all the way from Palmdale to Oxnard to train with us in the morning to do the weight training. Then they went to classes, did some stuff like that, and then they drove back. Every day. There was 3 days a week that we're doing that, plus they had 4 days a week of class. Then they did that through the summer, they got to the practices, and then they got to fall, and we had 4 practices, 2 games a week, 2 practices a week, plus all of the different classes and everything. And they lived, you know, in Elmer's garage or wherever it was.
Thank you, Elmer.
Elmer let them crash in the garage, but most of the time they drove back and forth from Palmdale. And anyone who's driven that drive, you know, that's not an easy run, okay? I want to tell you, I'm really glad that you're still alive, okay? I'm really glad that you were part of the team. I'm looking forward to you guys being a big part of the team next year. And I want to give you some stuff. The first thing I want to give you is
Gas card? Oh, hey, here's a gas card.
You shouldn't be drinking that stuff anyway, it's bad for you. Okay, so every year we give a Condor Award. Oh, this is classic. This is classic. So every year we give a Condor Award to somebody who, you know what I mean, who just excels in being everything that we want from someone who goes to Oxnard College. Everyone who plays for the Condors. And what does that mean? They're here all the time, they're disciplined, they're mature, they're a leader in the way they talk to people, they're a leader in the way they, you know, they live their life, they're a leader on the field and everything like that. And this year I couldn't think of anyone better, because he never missed and he did a great job all the way through, than Tito. And now Tito's not here today to get the award. That's just, that wraps up what Oxnard is perfectly. But I would like to say that it's not just Tito's award. It's for all of you guys who piled into the car and got down here every single day and never missed. You kept a smile on your face through all of it, thick and thin. And so I want you to give it to Tito when you see him, but I also want you guys to celebrate all your work and everything you did, okay? And then let's work really hard to make next year everything that can possibly be for you guys and for the whole team. Okay, so we got some awards, we got some certificates for you guys, and then that's also you guys present to Tito, okay? Where's Elias? Did he go back to Hayward or what? Mike Hernandez? Stevie, where's everybody? Okay, we'll just follow whatever happens. We'll just. Jaime, come on up. Come on up. Okay, we got a certificate for you. Now, Jaime, the thing I like about Jaime is he's very, very intelligent. He was able to play a lot of different positions, but you're taking calculus, right?
What?
What do you mean you would? I am still. This is Jaime. This is the one who, Carolyn, that you were impressed that. Okay, good. So, Jaime's taking calculus. He's taking really hard classes, and then when we go through your progress reports with Dr. Anuohe, and she looks and sees like what's going on, to have a few of these guys on the team, it changes the world. Okay, I'm telling you, it really makes everything go. So, I'm really, really excited for your sophomore year because I think we got a lot out of you this year, but not everything. I think that you came late, just in August, and luckily you had so much talent that you were able to break into an already really good team. And you know, you did well when you went in. You played left back, left midfield, center mid, forward. You played a lot of different places. I think probably forward is your best spot, of course, but we got a lot of good forwards. And so by working with you for a year, building you into the team, building you into the plans, not having you come so late, I'm really looking forward to everything you're going to do. Okay, so congratulations.
Yeah.
On that year. You're making a great student. Can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah.
All right, it's all right.
No, we can't.
There.
I can hear now.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, who's next? Danny Pacheco, come on up. Whoa. All right, Danny's one of these guys who showed up every single day, worked his tail off, played a variety of positions, and played unbelievably well. I'm very happy to know you. I'm very happy that you were on the team. You made a huge difference. Okay. I think, like Jaime, we can get way more out of you. Okay. When I get to know you better, when you come into your own in terms of the college game, you know what I mean? It's physical, the pushing yourself in your off, there's all kinds of stuff happening out there that has nothing to do with soccer. You know. But I want to tell you, thank you for playing. Thank you for doing it all you do, and thank you for keeping a smile on your face the whole time. It's players like you that build the program. So next year, though, this year we don't have an all-conference award for you. But let's work our butts off to really get that next year, okay? For sure, all right? And thank you for everything this year. Congratulations on it. All right. Elmer. Okay, I want to hear Elmer talk. Elmer, come up here and give a speech. No, never in the history of Oxnard College Banquets have I ever handed a microphone over to anybody. But I don't think anyone deserves it more than you.
Why?
All year long, you're talking, you're everything I say, wait, but you said this, but you said that, hey Ross, hey Jonas, hey, all the time. And now you got nothing to say.
Let's go, Elmer. I'm happy.
All right, okay. He's happy. He's happy. It was a good year, huh?
Yeah, it was a...
Yeah. We got a lot better when we got healthy, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Yeah,
What you guys think?
I agree, and Clay, I think the stats would agree that when we got Elmer back and we got a little bit more balance in our defense, we started really doing everything we wanted to do. Yeah, you were a big part of the team, and also you were the emotion of the team. Yeah, whether we're doing good or bad. And what was amazing about Elmer, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when he was injured, he was in the stands. You could hear him screaming. Remember? You got a nickname for everybody. I don't even know what the nickname is.
I don't remember.
Eho? Somebody who's Eho? Everybody's Eho. How's it like Eho? Chickilene.
Hey, you're making me blush.
Man, and it's great having you on the team. It's great having players like you and Pacheco and all these guys that bring so much life and personality to the team, and then go on and play like professional players. I mean, you guys are special kids, and also I like your dedication to the classroom and to being a leader and to, taking everybody with you towards success. I mean, I'm really happy that I have this job because I'm going to meet people like you. Thank you for everything this year, and let's do great again next year. Good job. Next year we're getting to see each other, I got for sure. I'm giving you a year to prepare, okay? Yeah. Who's next? Okay, let's talk about some guys that aren't here real quick. Fanta. I mean, I know is he here?
He was like, hey, he said he was coming. He was like, he said he was by the library.
Okay, we'll wait for him. Okay, one of the great things about Oxnard College is if they can, they'll be at practice. This year you guys really made the effort, and I mean, the attendance was amazing. It was really, really good. That's why we had success. That's why we pulled through after having such a rocky start. Everybody was there. Everybody showed up. And if they didn't show up, they had a really good reason. A really, really good reason. And I don't want to get into what those reasons are, but they're like, I have to work. I have to, But anyway, if Fanta doesn't show up, I understand, because I bet he's studying, or I bet he's doing something. It's not like he's messing around. I really believe that. And same with Speedy. If he's sick or whatever, that's what's happening. I thank you for that. And that kind of dedication is what leads to success. So hopefully you learn that lesson and you keep going with that all through everything you do. Speedy, this is his award. He got honorable mention, all conference, the WSC. So I think he deserved that. He's another one who came late and kind of worked his way into the team eventually. And Speedy being, this tall, he played right fullback, right? Yeah. And we never even noticed, but he was always marking some big gigantic guy like that dude from Santa Monica, Yeah. The guy's, he's giant, and Speedy's like, no problem. And we never had a problem defensively from him or from Danny when they played back there against him. So you guys, the way you play, you make set size matter little. So it's excellent. And so I just want to say Speedy defines the Latin player. He defines it. He plays fast, he plays quick, he plays really smart, and he's 4 steps ahead. He's always thinking ahead. They call it playing in the future, and he does that really well. So Speedy, great job, and I wish you were here, because we could feed you some tri-tip and maybe you grow a little bit. Just kidding. No, Speedy did great, and I'm looking forward to him being a real leader for us next year. So thanks. On behalf of everybody. Okay, Osvaldo Espinoza, come on up. The cool thing about being around this community is you get to know people. I've been doing this for a while, and I knew Osvaldo when he was 9 years old, 8 years old, 7 years old, and he was a baller then. He was killing everybody, teams were fighting over him, he was excellent. And then I watched him, the same thing happened every year. He went to different teams or whatever. He kept playing. And he was always the best player, great player. And then Pacifica, same thing. And now, fortunately for me, you didn't end up, at UCLA. You didn't end up at Pachuca. And you're playing at Oxnard College. And I think you had an excellent year. And you provide a lot of variety to the attack because you can play in the midfield. You can play all the way up top. You can play on the wing. And you're a very, very intelligent player. And when you build teams around players like this, it makes the coach's job easy because I'm not doing it, they'll put you out there, And you already know what's going on. This year, not only did you win the conference with all the rest of the guys and contribute to that greatly, you were awarded second team all conference by the coaches. So, it's not always that your efforts get rewarded and get recognized, but you had an excellent year, and I'm looking forward to even more next year, 2014. So thanks and good job. Okay, Fernando Puga Hernandez, come on up here. Looking good today, as usual. What happened to your hand? You're right. Oh, maybe I have a tattoo. Fellas, bienvenidos, come on over. Get in here. What's up, Robin and Boy? Fanta, tell the dean that you were just studying for a final. All right. I told you, these guys are on it. What about you, Jesse? You were studying for a final? Yeah. All right, good. Perfect. Okay. So, Fernando has been around for a while. He's from Channel Islands, and I've known him for a long time. And I've known he's a very good player. I remember they were talking about Fernando when he was like 12, 13, and he was doing amazing things for youth teams. And then I kept track of him all the way, and luckily, I was able to get him to come to Oxnard College. And not just because I needed a good player, not just because I needed a versatile player, but because I needed all the other players. And I think you're a leader. People follow you. I don't know if you understand that. In fact, we're defending. You want to take them to a party? Everyone's going to a party. I'm very impressed by the way you lead. I mean, and that's a huge quality. And I think moving forward, you're going to be an important part of our team for next year, an important alumni like these guys, and you're going to go on and be a leader wherever you want to go. And I hope that you keep making the right choices on where you go and where you want to go, because everyone else is going to follow you. So as long as I can keep you on the right path, I know I'm going to have 20, 30 guys following you doing a great job. This year, you did lots of great things, scored goals, created, did all kinds of things that maybe even the stats don't show, and helped us to a WSC championship. The coaches voted you second team all conference. So that's pretty good for a freshman. Congratulations. Let's keep going next year. Fancy, come on up here. Come on up here, and then you can go get some food, and you can start screaming across the room when you work on it. Moro! Iho! What's up? All right. I've been chasing Fanta for like 3 years. I used to think that's what they call him, like Fanta, like a ghost or something. He didn't really exist. Everybody was telling me, oh, Fanta, you gotta find this guy from Wyoming, you gotta get him, he's really good. I never was like, who the heck is Fanta? You know, and Doggo was telling me, go over there, and I even became your Facebook friend. And I didn't know who you were. But anyway, I finally got a hold of Fanta. Finally convinced him that this is a good idea with the help of his girlfriend, who was probably a much bigger influence than I ever was. So thank you. And we needed you. This year I was thinking, well, you didn't get the referee license. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to come back as a student, because I wasn't sure about your academic qualities, but you have excelled. You have excelled. I mean, where's Fanta's awards? You are passing all your classes, am I right?
Yes.
You were on track to get like a scholar athlete award if you can stay above 3.0.
That's our home plate.
I mean, Fanta, I mean, seriously, this guy, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, because he wasn't sure if he could do it, he was worried about it, and I think that you, with the help of your girlfriend, with the help of the people that care here at Oxnard College, can make that happen. As a soccer player, of course, you earned the name Fanta because you play down that left wing, and 1 minute you're defending all the way in the box, and the next minute you're making a perfect pass to somebody to score the goal, and nobody knows how you got there. So I understand the nickname now, okay? And you had an unbelievable year killing people up and down the left-hand side. Killing people. And when we got you in there, it just changed everything. In the beginning, I didn't know what to do. We were doing different things, and just that width wasn't being provided. So you're a special player. Even though you don't have a phone, you don't ever Facebook me back, you don't have an email, I can never find you. And I didn't even know you were going to make it today, but you did. And that's the good thing about Oxnard players, and especially you, that you've always made it in the end. So no matter what you had to deal with this year, and I know you have to go through a lot in your life, I know that there was a lot happening behind the scenes, and for you to do everything that you did is an amazing accomplishment. And hopefully this is just the first of many accomplishments, and you'll go on and on and on, and we'll be talking about you for a long time. This year, the coaches voted, and they gave you second team all conference. I mean, I think everybody deserves, on our team, I think everybody deserved to be like MVP of the conference, because we had so many good players, and I couldn't pick one, but to get second team as a freshman is a pretty big deal, if you really know the system like I do. So, congratulations, and awesome year. All right, take a good look at Fanta, we won't see him again for like a month. Who else we got here? Alex Garcia, come on. Woo! All right, Alex, I think you really helped us this year by being versatile. I think Alex is a playmaker more than a goal scorer. I don't think you're the one man. And the reason I know this is when I deal with one men, usually, you guys know, like typical center forwards, like they're selfish. They don't remember anything. You know what I mean? They're not fun to work with, but you need them because they score goals. You know what I mean? You just keep them out there like you deal with them. You guys know these type of players, right? Well, luckily for us this year, we didn't have to deal with one of those guys because Alex stepped up, and even though he's more natural playmaker, he was able to step up and go up and be that point man, be that goal scorer, and yet still keep a positive attitude and still do a good job. Even though you were slightly playing out of position and on the wing and stuff like that, you still were able to get up there and do a good job. And it's not easy. It's not easy being the guy that has to score, and then if you miss, everyone's on you, and then you forget that, and then being the caring, quality person that you are, who wants to do well, not for yourself, but just for the team and everything. It's not an easy thing to do. And so by you stepping up and coming out of your comfort zone and really leading the team, mostly through example, it led to a championship. And it almost led to, a Final Four and stuff like that. And I really want to commend you on everything that you did. You've achieved some amazing things this year. You're only a freshman, and so I'm looking forward to you coming back. You get good grades, so I'm not worried about February. Okay, I know. And I'm going to work with you every day to make you a playmaker, goal scorer, even defender sometimes, because at times we threw you back there because you're that unselfish. And it's difficult to play that many positions and play that many positions well at a college level. So you're definitely a very special player who will benefit any team. And I think you can go on to many things because of that versatility. No matter what the coach needs you, you'll be able to succeed. This year, a few things happened for you. Number one, you were voted to the second team for all conference, which is a big deal for freshmen. I mean, you guys are going to see that they love sophomores at these coach meetings because in junior college, not so many people come back. So the sophomores, they really want to reward them for all their effort. And you also were voted, thanks to Clay and all his efforts and all the stats and everything, second team All-American. Ooh, I know, that's a big deal. For us sitting here in Oxnard, you know what I mean? We're barely even part of America. But we got ourselves an All-American. I mean, that's unbelievable. You're only the second All-American we've ever had. And your stats got you there. Your ability to be unselfish and selfish at the right times, and your ability to step out of where you usually play and help us. I mean, you played everywhere this year, right? So, and he was our backup goalie, which tells you everything. So you totally deserve everything you got. So congratulations. The award is not here yet for second team All-American. I know they just got voted on last week, but congratulations and well done. Okay, real quick, I'll just keep going through the people who aren't here. Elias, this guy's a good player. We know he's a good player. He's out of shape, he had injuries, he had problems, he had to keep coming up and down from where he lives. And, but he's good, and he's going to be a big deal for us next year. So, Elias, well done. Roque Magana couldn't be here today because he missed so much of work through season and having to study for finals that he's now working tonight to make up and do extra hours. So, Roque, sophomore, leader, tough as nails, never took no for an answer, and first team all conference. So congratulations. Jose Acevedo. I mean, we knew he wasn't coming. But Jose deserved an all conference award. He just missed out, but he had an excellent year. I mean, if there's a Luka Modric wandering around, that's Jose. He's smooth, huh? Silky smooth. You get the ball, and you knew he wasn't going to lose it, and he would deliver it to exactly where you wanted it at exactly the right time. And if I can get a hold of him, kind of like Fanta, I'm hoping that he'll be back eligible and doing just as good as he did this year again next year, because he's a hell of a player. Diego Hernandez, Ciego, another special player, really, really fast. I think the fastest kid on the team, got up and down the wing. I mean, made a big difference and never missed. Except for today and the Moore Park game, and I know where he is, he's working. And, everyone in the offense team has to work. That's the way it is. I mean, the coaches work, we all work, and everybody gets here, the players, and we get here, and we don't waste any time, and we do everything we can do to be the best we can be. So, So Diego's at work right now, but congratulations to him. Also, Michael Hernandez. You know, at first, this guy bugged me. He never shut up. But then I got to know him better, and I understood there's a method to his madness. And it's just, he doesn't worry too much about the details, he just goes. He just goes for it. And he scored some very important goals and caused a lot of problems, and he was great to come in for the last 25 minutes of every game because he would just get everywhere and pick up any scraps and just kill the other team. And I think he's more than just a sub, I think he's more of a starter and everything coming up for next year. So congratulations to Mike and everything he did this year. And then finally, Diego Ortega. Is this guy really at Disneyland? So everything I've been saying, he's at Disneyland. Huh? Even the girls know. And so everything I've been saying about us being disciplined and whatever, unbelievable. Anyway, I'll mention Diego. He's a great player. He is a good player. But you know, he's got a girlfriend and she wants to go to Disneyland during the holidays. So he got all conference honorable mention. So congratulations to Diego. All right. Diego did go through a lot this year by being injured, and his elbow is okay, and so hopefully he can get that fully cleaned up with Yoshi and be 100% a leader next year. So let's keep moving on to, we did Tito, we'll give him that. Okay, Jesse Gallardo, come on up. I'm glad you showed up, Jesse. I'm glad you showed up every day. Whether you were late or on time, I'm glad you showed up. You know, I don't always take freshmen and put them right into the team, but I couldn't not. I mean, Jesse is, you know, a top defender, and he's very good with his feet. He's clean, he's confident, he's a leader, and we couldn't do what we did last year without him. We won the championship last year, and then this year, you made it back. Thank God we got the grades, not just for me, not just for you, but then next year you're going to help some Division I program, hopefully. You get the AA degree finished and everything like that. And this year you came back and were a part of the first ever back-to-back WC champions for Oxnard College. That's huge. It's a huge deal. It's never been accomplished before. And I mean, I could go on and on about how good you are as a player and all of the future you have. I mean, it's excellent. And you're exactly what I'm looking for now. When I go to high school games, or you're all high school, Oxford, they're trying to find someone to replace you. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy with size and strength and confidence back there, but also can play out of the back and be just as good as any one of the forwards. So, Jesse Gallardo, the coaches voted you, first team all conference. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
TJ Fairchild. Come on up. TJ, you didn't play much at the beginning of the year, man.
Kind of.
Oh, your coach, he sucks, dude. What's wrong with that guy? I don't know what that guy was thinking. He's not that good of a coach. Anyway, thank God you didn't quit. Thank God you didn't get mad. Thank God that you showed up every single day since January. Did you ever miss once?
Cool.
Oh, really? Are you just saying that to be nice?
Yeah.
You didn't miss. You didn't miss, not once.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I can't remember. I think you were there where I was. Sam, I'm going to give you a whistle and just stay home. TJ was unbelievable this year, wasn't he, guys?
Yeah.
In terms of, like, you know, just staying invisible, but then visible at the most important time. Never asking for anything, never being selfish, never saying a word for TJ, but then popping up to save a counterattack. There's 3-on-1 happening, and boom. And we always have the ball, someone's going to lose it, it happens, and you were there to save it. Saving headers, saving everything. The only thing you didn't do that I thought you were going to do more of was score.
I see.
Yeah. And you didn't even get mad at the guys who put it on your head. The sort of the guys who pass the ball. You know, we'll work on that. That's the type of kid TJ is. He never blames anybody but himself. See, he just says, I'm going to work on that. That's the kind of person that we deal with here at Oxnard. That's what's amazing. You had a fantastic season. You are a scholar athlete. And I want everyone to look at this. This is an important thing. See, this is a scholar athlete award. And when you get this, when you get a 3.0 or higher, Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Anyone else getting a 3.0? Scholar athlete? Jesse? Elmer? Spencer? Come on, guys. Nobody? Come on. 2.5? Damn. I'm glad that you're here, TJ. TJ, I mean, I've known you for a long time, right? Yeah, a long time. And I'm glad you ended up here, and I'm glad you are pushing yourself to the limit. Physically, academically, athletically, you're doing it all. Big things are in your future. You don't get All-Americans. You and Jesse, these type of people, they don't get All-American awards. Stevie, they don't get those because there's no stats. You know what I mean? Nobody knows you. You're not on the front page of the newspaper celebrating a goal. You're the guy back there winning the damn game. Unbelievable. And because of that, because of everything you did this year, and because of your attitude throughout all of it, I awarded you with the help of the coaches, Oxnard College Freshman of the Year for 2013.
Is that it? I've got that.
Yeah, go ahead. He deserves that, doesn't he? Good job, TJ.
Show that. Alright, I gotta get one. Hey, the six man. Are you coming? Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off.
There's no taking shirts off as a family event. By the way, has anyone seen Mark? Come on! Speaking of invisible guys who just run the program to the top of the mountain, is there anybody better than Mark Pinlack? No. Come on, Mark, get up here. Come on up. I'd like to talk about Mark during the when I'm talking about the players, because he is one of the players. He cares like a player. He's out there. He's hanging out with the players. He's friends with them. This year, Mark, when we were having the weight training class in the mornings, Mark was writing this stuff on the board, remember? And translating what someone wanted us to do and everything like that. And he was really, really being a leader. And this year, you went to a couple of weddings. You were at a wedding or something, right? You were gone for a couple of days, which never happens. He's usually there all the time. He's the first one there. What I tell all the guys is, you don't know how to act, just act like Mark. Be on time, care way too much, and you'll be fine. And Mark, this year, the award that I'm giving you is a special award, okay? The Western State Conference, when you get Coach of the Year, they give you this medal. And I think this year it belongs to you, okay? Like you really did. I mean, you did everything a coach would need to do. If there's a champion in this room, it's Mark Pinlack. Would you guys agree? Yeah. Johnny Lopez. Come on up. Johnny Lopez. Our very own Lionel Messi. What would we have done without Johnny Lopez? We would have won, but it wouldn't have been as fun. You are a heck of a player. You are a special player. I don't think anyone has gotten 100% out of what you can do in terms of like a coach building a team. I think we were close this year. I think you got to know the guys got to know you before making runs off of everything that you do, and everything started to click there a few games in, and then it was lights out. People came and say with us. I think there's even twice as much to come from you. I think we're going to keep seeing you getting better and better and better, and moving on towards professional national team level competition. I really believe that's what we're working towards. That's what we're doing right here, right? I mean, that's the whole point. And I believe in my heart that's what's going to happen. I know that you this year decided I got to take a step back. I got to become a student. I got to use my brain as much as I use my natural instincts. And it was tough for a minute. And it's still tough. Every time we introduce a new idea, a new concept, and stuff like that, the best thing about you is you go and you work back 20 times better. And we keep doing that step by step through every part of your game, through every part of your athleticism, through every part of your mentality. That's why I think there's no stopping, because you got all the natural gifts anyone could have. You were a huge asset to the team, and I'm looking forward to you coming back next year, right?
Yeah.
Can we keep you eligible, or are you going to get all these grades done?
I will.
Okay, well, all right, well, let's make sure. Because next year's a big year, guys. Yes? I'm calling it right here. Final four, we're making it all the way. And we're starting from the beginning. We're not going to lose any games in the beginning. We are going to kick lots of stuff in the very beginning and not lose any games so that we get a bye, or at least a home game, and then another home game, another home game, and then we go to the Final Four, which will be in LA. So we don't have to drive that far. It's all set up, right? So we're going to work 4 days a week, every time. And I'm going to continue to help you become the player you're and you're going to be the center of that whole operation. What I want to tell you is this year, as a freshman, the coaches who, I don't know what happened in that meeting, but you should have been all-conference MVP. You should have been. Shouldn't have been, right? I mean, he had most goals, he had a lot of assists, him and Alex were up there. It was a toss-up between the two of them. I don't know what happened, but neither of you got all-conference MVP. It's all right. You know why it's all right? Because you got first team All-America. I think I'll take All-America over all WSC. I think whoever gets All-America should be the All-WSC MVP, but we can't control all that stuff. That's uncontrollable. You and I are working on what we can control, and you get the rewards from those things. And so I want to tell you, congratulations on getting first team All-Conference, on getting first team All-America, and leading the Condors to its second straight WC championship. Well done and great season. Oh my God, is this really?
What?
Scholar athlete?
Summer school.
Summer school! It's still Take a picture of that.
His parents are here.
I also want to thank Mr. Maradona and his wife, Mrs. Maradona, for all of their help getting Johnny to practice and games. And it requires a lot of sacrifice to be the best. It requires a lot of sacrifice. The palm bills display that. Everybody who's getting an award today, everyone who's a part of the championship team, all display the sacrifice. And it goes further than just the players and the coaching staff. It also goes to the teachers. Thank you, and also the parents, so thank you. Let's keep going, we're almost finished. I want to bring up my favorite player. Where's Jose Gonzalez? Come on up, come on up. Look at how nice. Wow. Now this guy is a good goalie. Yes?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, wow. And it was back-to-back for Jesse and Stevie consecutive years, but you were a champion too, weren't you? WSC champion?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is the second year he's played, except your first year was 2010,
Yep.
which was 4 years ago. So you take your time. There's no saying you don't take your time. You are in a whole nother, latitude when it comes to, you're like the Corona commercial. You know when the two people are they're gonna, change your, whatever. It's unbelievable. How many days are we just sitting here like this waiting for Jose?
Every day.
I'm walking around, all the guys pretending to have a conversation with them, just to keep them distracted. Oh yeah, how's everything going? Just so they weren't, so they could stop thinking about where's the goalie. But when you did show up, you earned the nickname Ochoa. I think you were better than whoever this Ochoa guy is. I'm just kidding. He's a good goalie in Mexico. Does he play in France now? Yeah. I think you're better than that guy. I think you're an excellent goalie. I've been telling you for 5 years. I've been telling you since you were 14 that you should be pushing to be a national team goalie. You've got size, you've got athleticism, you can play with your feet, and your reactions are unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I'm so glad that you played this year because we didn't have a goalie to begin with. I'm so glad you played this year because when you stepped on the field, we were winning games. If a team was going to beat us, it was going to take a miracle. It was very, very close because you were unstoppable. And that was even without training, because you missed a lot of summer stuff because you were working. And I'm not saying that you were late on purpose. I know the truth. The truth is you were working. You were helping to support your family and helping to pay for school and helping to do all the things you need to do to succeed in life. And so I'm not getting mad at you for all that. I know what you were doing. You were sacrificing and you were leading. And the players know that too, and that's why no one was upset. When you showed up, you brought absolute professionalism and absolute talent. And you did so much for us this year that you won us a conference. You won us 2 conferences, and hopefully you will go on and represent us more when you move on. It was tough, you know. I think that you deserved an MVP award for our team. You deserve All-American. I think Clay nominated you because you had the stats, and it didn't happen, but you deserved it. What you did get is first team All-Conference. And you deserve first team All-Conference. When you played in 2010, you didn't get that. So you don't get all the love in the world back there as a goalkeeper, do you? You just get the blame, you get a lot of abuse, the coach yells at you no matter what you do, you make 20 saves, you let one in, and the coach gets mad. It's tough. But, I mean, you're a legend. You're a legend here, and hopefully you move on and continue to be a legend everywhere. So congratulations on first team All-Conference and 2 WSC championships, and good luck. Great people come through here. You know, we don't have all the money in the world. So I would trade all the money that all these top schools have and all this for the people that we get in this program, for the people that come to this community, because they're real. And the last person who can finish it off and represents this community, represents this type of people better than just about anybody, is Stevie Trujillo. This guy, 2 years, you never missed a practice. 2 years he showed up every morning in the weight room in the spring, turned the music on, and killed himself. 2 years he led by example. 2 years I said, Stevie, here's the keys, get some of the guys and have them go get the gear. And what would Stevie do? He would just go do it himself. I said, Stevie, get some of the guys and move it over. He would just move it himself. That's the type of leader he is. He leads by example, and when the guys saw him working, they just said, forget it, I'll just go. He didn't even need to ask. People would follow him. That kind of discipline, that kind of self-sacrifice, that kind of unselfishness wins. People don't see it, but it wins. It makes me want to work harder, and I'm the coach. It makes the staff want to work harder. It makes everyone want to follow. You're going to go a long way in life. You're going to go wherever you want to go. And, you have set a standard that everybody is going to try and follow. And hopefully they will, because if it's that kind of standard, if I can get more than just one person living that way for the next 12 months, we're going to be standing here next year celebrating a state championship, which is always the goal. This year, and I could go on and on, but I won't. It's time to go. I'm going to turn the lights off on this here, you know? So we'd be here, right? We would be here. And that's the type of person you are. This year, the coaches voted you first team All-Conference. And hold on, he does deserve a huge round of applause, he does deserve everything. I also think that everyone would agree that this year, Steve Trujillo was the Oxnard College MVP. Would you guys agree? Some amazing people have gotten that award down the years. Chewy Lopez, Max. Either you guys get one of those things? No, they didn't actually. I remember. I gave it to other people because they were getting all conference things and all day. Anyway, thank you everybody for all that you do. Thank you for an unbelievable season. Can we remember the sophomores and can we push it and really have something to celebrate next year? Yeah. All right. Congratulations and welcome to the finals and thank you and thanks to everybody else.